Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Excel Advent of Code. We're going to be doing the day 2 solutions today. We are going to be doing them in about 30 seconds. I have not prepared anything today because I got on my computer like 10 minutes ago, and I've just been doing other things in the preparation. In fact, I have to drink some water. I am very excited for the puzzles today. I think that they shouldn't be too bad. I'm going to quickly go grab. Uh, okay, I don't like this. This looks like they are coordinates in a way. Okay, it's only another step the gift shop thing. So I'm going to do equals text split of this with the row delimiter being comma. Let's actually do column delimiter being that. There we go. Whereas we're paying a gift shop, add a whole bunch of invalid product IDs to the gift shop database so they have no trouble if you didn't invent the invalid product IDs to them. Comment each give the first ID and last ID separated by a dash. Got it. Then levels just doing silly patterns. You can find the invalid IDs looking at any ID which is only some of the sequences repeated twice. Which is made only of some sequences a digit repeated twice. So 55 is twice, 64, 64, 123 would all be invalid IDs. And then we have leading zeros. 101 is a valid ID you ignore. You have to find all the invalid IDs that appear in the given ranges. 11 to 22 have 2 invalid IDs, 11 and 22. Okay, so you want to find all of them that are multiples of 11, 101, etc. So what I would need to do is I would do equals. I need to do modulus. So, how do I do modulus here? This minus this, first of all. These are the totals. So it's low, high, and tot. And actually, it's this plus 1 because it includes itself. So what I need to do is I need to do... Well, actually, yeah, there's not that many total. I would need to do... Let's do a bunch of modulus differences here. So, the largest one we have is 5. So we're going to do equals this divided by 11. We're going to do, yeah. We're going to do floor. Fuck, but, There's going to be some that are divisible by 11 and by that. Well, that's okay. So I'm going to have to do... Oh, balls. That's going to be so difficult, isn't it? Okay. How do I find... Well... Well, we just need to find the ones that are 3 digits long, right? This is going to be all the 3-digit long ones. Is going to have any 5-digit long ones because it's going to be ones that are exact repeats. Okay, how do you if you add up all the invalid IDs? So adding up the invalid IDs is going to be tricky. How am I going to go about this? We're going to do let function. We're going to make it be a lambda that's going to take in a function x, which is going to be itself. It's going to take in a number. And it's going to say... Actually, yeah, we're going to say number, low, high. If low is greater than high, return 0. Otherwise, um, hmm. If the length of low, whoops, I'm going to do mod, the length of low 2 equals 1, then we then have to do power 10 to the power of, yeah, 10 to the power of length low. Yeah, so then we have to do, we're going to return x of x low high. Otherwise, if it's not, which means that now it's got the even, um, we then got to do true. We're going to do balls. Let's do. So how do we get the first chunk? Well, then we're going to do. Well, so the tricky part is I want to make it so that we get to like the next highest duplicate number. Well, what I want to do is I want to take the left and right split of the low right now. So, so we're going to do let left be floor low len of low divided by 2. But it's not that. It's actually going to be low divided by 10 to the power of that. We're going to do power 10 below minus 1. Significance is 1. That's going to be the left. And then what the fuck? Wait, sorry, wait. Where's this? This is power. Oh, this needs to be close again. Yeah, the significance, cool. And then let right, whoops, right has to be low. Yeah, I'm gonna do mod low power 10 length of low divided by 2 minus 1. And then if yeah, so We have to do ifs. We're gonna do one more ifs. If that first section doubled, so we're gonna do if left and left. This should work. Actually, that's gonna be let's not do numeracy, or let's do it numerically. Left times 10 to the power if you want to move over. So if it's if length goes out 3, yeah, so that should be correct, right? Plus left is less than or if it's greater than high, then you return 0. Otherwise, if it's less than low, then you return x of x you gotta do fucks. Okay. Yeah. So what I want to do here is I want to say that if that left times 10 to the power of length of left, so 10 to the power of 3, we have 3 zeros afterwards, yeah. Maybe I don't think this is -1 actually, because if it's yeah. There's just so much to calculate. You want to do left plus 1 times power length of left, and then high. Otherwise, it's between the two. Then you do true, and then you return the same thing one plus that. Wait, what? Okay, close, close, or and then true. Wait, true, error. Then we do bunk, bunk, this, this. Fuck, what did I screw up? Okay, show calculation steps. God damn it. Okay. Maybe it's easier if I just do left. Um, okay, so we can start with that. Um, so we just need to increase this by 1 in small little bits. So if I do the exact same thing here, oh, the one I want to do 10. So I want to do power 10, power of length be 2 plus 1 divided by 2. Okay. Okay, there we go. So we need to go from this number to this number. We're going to do equals lambda low high, and we're going to take it a function. Function low high. The calculation is going to be if this and this, if I do value this and this be greater than low, and less than, greater than equal to B2, less than equal to C2, then we add 1, else we add 0. What? If I do, I need to do like text E2. Is that what I have to do here? What the issue is here is value is not a thing anymore. Yeah, value. Where's the calc issue? Yeah, so that should work. Yeah. Oh, I need to do value of v2. Right, that would make sense. So if I say let func but I could just remove the lambda entirely, that doesn't matter. Okay, so now it adds 1 if it does run over, otherwise we can start at... Oh, actually, yeah, because... So what I'm going to do is 0 and -1. And then we'll wait to do the same thing plus this. But I'm going to do F2 and F2. If they are greater in the value of C2, or if it's less, sorry. You add 1, otherwise you don't add any. Okay, because this does include the 254, and this does not include the 199. So you have to offset it twice. Because I'm going to go from 199,000 to 54,000. And then we do plus if len of this equals len of this, then we do this minus this. Else 0 for now. This would be 44, 55, 66, 77, but not 88. That's correct. Now we have the issue here. This is not +1. Yeah, it should be this -1, I guess. Yeah, that's more correct. Okay. Should be -1. Okay. That makes things a little bit easier to work with. I have the situation where they don't line up. Yeah, all we're going to have here is all the 3s here. That's all we're going to have them. So now the situation where they don't line up, like here. (68 out of 100) is all we want to test. Yeah, that's correct, right? Actually, this would be even less. This we would want to do the higher value, so we're testing up to hundreds. But for this, we want to test the lower value. So this would go down to 10. So this is not -1, it's -3 even. No, because this can go from here to here. Oh, this is weird. Okay, so I need to put in the exceptions here. So otherwise, if they're not, if the value of that and that is greater than high than 0. Actually, well, got it. I know what I need to do. It is, as I thought, -3. Or it's -2, or -1, right? But after all of this, I have to do a -1. That's the right answer. There we go. Okay, cool. Because that's the actual cap that we have to work with. We're never going to get into the thousands otherwise, because that breaks things. This should be correct now. And then if we do, or this is greater than this 0, or otherwise, it should just be the difference, right? It should just be this. Oh. Oh, I need to do value of E2 is greater than value of F2. Okay. Then I want to do I want to take all of this. And then this should work. Okay, now I have to add up all the invalid IDs. Now that's going to be the tricky bit. I now know how many there are, but I need a way to produce them. Well, if we do... Oh, because we're going to have off by 1 errors. Fuck. Okay. total number. That's going to be helpful. Now we have the total number that we actually have to work with. If this is greater than 0, then if value of that concatenated is greater than this, greater than or equal to that, then this. Otherwise, this plus 1. Otherwise, 0. Okay, so 200. And then we do the exact same thing over here, except instead of looking at H2, you still look at G2. Except we do less than equal to C2. We go from 200 to 254. So, and we can add up all of these together. Oh, fucking hell, this is so difficult. We got to do equals this plus this divided by 2 times this. What's the... Fuck, we're just doing it that way. Sum. We're going to do sequence. Rows is this. Columns that. Start that number. Step 1. That's the sum. If this greater than 0, then that. Otherwise 0. These are all the same length. So I can actually do power 10. Length of that plus 1. Name? What was power? I'm gonna do. Just take that number and hope that that's correct. It's not the right answer. Fuck! Okay. Okay, I'm gonna pull up Wolfram Alpha real quickly just to do a. We have this number. Now, if I take this number and I multiply it by 1001, I get that. We're going to do power 10 to the power of 3 plus 1. Oh no, it's the same thing. Fuck. What's the problem here then? Okay, let's come to the actual. Let's do this. Let's paste this and see what happens. So here it says equals this plus this plus this plus this plus this plus this plus this. Oh, equals this minus 1, 2, 2, 7, 7, 7, 5, 5, 4. Why are we missing out 113,000 somewhere? So really all of this is that the issue I'm doing here? How the fuck is this making a value error? B7 is an invalid number? What? Why? What? Also, it's this. Oh my god, I need to do more values. Fuck, okay, so that definitely is changing things. Dude, I hate that this is all value coded and bullshit. Okay, but this is still weird. This is fixed. This is now the right answer. Okay, maybe that's just all that I needed. Let's try this, see if that's right. Right answer, gold star. Okay, correctly discovered that there are still invalid IDs in the ranges on your list. You can also do other silly patterns as well. At least twice. So This is still doable. It's just going to be really fucking annoying. I have to do a complete rehash of this. So I think actually, given how much difficulty I had with this first part of this problem, because it's just dealing with fucking typing in Excel, I should be able to finish this other bit, but I'm going to finish it another time. I'm already past the half an hour I said I was going to do, so I'm going to head to bed. I will tackle part 2 of this later. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. At least I got part 1, though. I hate typing in Excel sometimes.